All right. Welcome back to No BS Just News with Steve. As always, I'm your host. Thanks for tuning in to the best YouTube around. Just kidding. Hey, I know I've been gone for a little bit, but I'm back. There's a lot going on in the world, as always. I know that some of you are still waiting for your third stimulus payment. The IRS, they haven't updated anything about Get My Payment status. I went in and looked this morning. It still says if you've done your 2020 tax return, it's still being processed. They don't have enough information, or your address isn't up to date or on file, or they've sent it to the wrong account and it's being mailed by check or direct debit card. So if you haven't received it yet and you know you're eligible, it's got to be one of those three things. Make sure your address is up to date. Make sure if you filed your 2020 tax return, you put your correct address on there. If you didn't file your 2020 tax return, they go off your 2019 return. So I know most of you have probably received it by now, hopefully, but if not, I would try to get through to them, honestly. I know they say don't call. I've gotten through twice now, just trying to probe them for information, to give you guys some pretty good feedback on what the hell's going on. If it says need more information, you should be able to go in and update your bank account information. The IRS is allowing you to do so if you have that message. Now, for veterans benefit recipients, you should be getting your check by mid-April, they said, mid-April. Possibly, basically. So it's not 100%, but they said they should be sending them out by mid-April. SSI, SSDI, railroad benefits, you guys should have a check already. If you don't, and if you do not, obviously it should go out April 7th is the check date, they're saying. So look at your Get My Payment portal in the irs.gov. I'll link it below, and you should have some type of date. I'm telling you, call the IRS, 1-800-829-1040, option number 7, and say, listen, what the hell's going on? Give me some information. Don't be telling me read off the the website, because it doesn't give you any information. It really doesn't. It gives you very little information. And for all the people that have my payment status is not available, it's weak. So that's what I have for now on that. Hopefully you have received your benefit, your stimulus check. Remember, the extended child care credit is starting in, I think it's June. So it'll be $250 for kids between 6 and 17, and $300 for kids under the age of 6. Unemployment will run through September. There is a new infrastructure bill currently being laid out by President Biden. Does that include 4 stimulus checks? I don't know. It does say the IRS is still sending out third stimulus checks of $1,400. However, in early March, a group of 10 progressive senators, including Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders, asked Biden to include recurring stimulus payments in the next spending bill. So, what I'm seeing is, there's 700,000 unemployment claims filed a week. So it's gotten better, but we're nowhere near we were this time last year. However, we went through a nasty pandemic, and we're still going through it. It could come back with vengeance. So the economy is slowly trying to come back. Obviously, all this stimulus money is trying to get the economy where it needs to be, but we're not even close. This infrastructure bill is more like a social bill to me. It really focuses on adults that are taking care of the elderly and disabled adults. So it says infrastructure. They're going to try to build back businesses, create jobs. I think it's the plan of another $4 trillion going out by the government, which is where the hell are they getting this money? But it does say that possibly there is a recurring $2,000 a month stimulus check to millions of Americans. However, I think if they do another stimulus check, it will be definitely targeted at a lower income cap than it has been in the first three. I don't think they'll send it out to as many Americans as they did the first three payments. I know that less Americans got money this last time around. However, if they do $2,000 a month recurring payments, which I don't know if they'll do that, I would think they would just, if they're going to do another stimulus check, they'll just do one. But you never know. But I think it'll definitely be a targeted group. That is being put together right now. It says Biden's American Rescue Plan passed in March, which is the first package in 2021, $1,400 checks, $300 extra in weekly benefits, and expanded child tax credit lined up. That's what I'm talking about. That'll be the $250 or $300 per child. It says that more ways Congress could send out money this year. Approve recurring payments. So Biden's infrastructure bill is the next likely place for Congress to provide more funding. This is where Democratic senators are calling on Biden to push for recurring stimulus checks during the pandemic. They want to pass the minimum wage hike to $15 an hour, make the child tax credit raise permanent, renew federal unemployment payments beyond September. 10 Democratic senators in this letter to Biden requested he also extend federal unemployment assistance beyond September. So there's a lot that could possibly be in this new infrastructure bill. But I don't know. I don't know where they're going to get another $4 trillion. It's a lot of money that we just don't have. It comes back to them. It really just comes back to them. You stimulate the economy with all this money they're putting out there. The government gets in some form or fashion. If you really pay attention to the stock market, it pretty much controls us, And I say that because I've been paying a lot of attention to it lately, more than I ever have. You look at Bitcoin, it's trading at 59,000 right now. I almost said million. 59,000 a Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not federally regulated. It's not regulated at all. The banks now want in on it because they know it's got huge potential. It's already huge, but now they want in on it and they want to regulate it. So get in on it before all that happens, because it's happening, people. It is soon to happen. Cryptocurrency is going to be federally regulated by banks. I guarantee it. They don't want any part of it right now because you never know. It could crash and go to nothing right now, tomorrow. The government controls the stock market. They do. Go pay attention to it. Go get some knowledge from it. But cryptocurrency, any of them, Litecoin, there's several cryptocurrencies out there. Bitcoin is obviously the highest, but there's no safety to it. You could lose that money at any time. However, you could make big money at any time. Yesterday it was trading at 59,000, as I said. Some of these big banks want in on it, and they want it to be federally regulated. If you look at China, they've been inflating and deflating the market for a long time. They inflate, they deflate. They inflate, they deflate. That's kind of what Trump's scheme was. That's kind of how he covered his tax returns. However, people that, really look into stuff like that, they're not dumb. They knew what he was doing. Do I really think he's going to get any federal time? No. He's going to owe some money. But that's what he was doing. He would inflate and then deflate. Inflate and then deflate. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if another payment goes out. I know they're going to put another stimulus package together. It's the infrastructure package. It's going to bail out student loan debt of up to $10,000. With that, I really do think you'll see credit card debt being bailed out, mortgage debt being bailed out, possibly federal and state taxes being bailed out to a certain amount. So hopefully that does come to fruition. We will see. I do appreciate you tuning in to my channel as always. I've got a lot of great feedback, a lot of good support. If you're watching this and you reached out to me on Instagram to talk about more about the AB, I did get your message. I just got some things going on, so I will respond to you. So just stand by and I'll be patient. I'll get back to you. You know who you are. I just can't remember your name right now. Apologize. But anyway, thanks for tuning in, peeps. I will catch you around. Peace.